Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we gonna get the party started. Hey, good evening, my YouTube family. So I am bringing y'all King's Court. When I tell y'all that it got a little spicy, it got a little spicy. And I got way more notes this time than I had last time. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so this is King's Court, and this is, oh no, that's not. I'm not the notes for that. That's why it's an Atlanta reunion. Oh, trying to separate all my stuff. Okay, here we go. So these this writing is green and all that, and I can barely see because I'm in the dark. But this is King's Court, and this is season 1, episode 2. Got a little spicy. So they're separating the men, and they're separating Tyson gonna have his group, and then his ladies, and then Thaddeus gonna have his ladies, and then also Carlos gonna have his ladies. So from what I see, Tyson says that he finally has some female companionship. And you know, he just a flirt. And Tyson and Brielle, they hug. I said, oh, I know he like her, and I know she like him too. And then Carlos, Janae, and him, they bond and all this stuff. They just talk to each other. And then Thaddeus, what he said he got a church hug, and it was given by Dr. Shanita. And then she says that she does not like the stigmatism behind being a Black woman, you know, when he said that she was aggressive. And I mean, hey, I understand that too. I don't like that stigmatism neither. So then next, then they do introduce. Now this is a dagger, y'all. They introduced 7 new ladies, and then they just all happen. They like, ooh, 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 like just a dog in heat. And then Steph is smitten with Tyson Beckford, and she got some game. When I say she got some game, she got some game. And she was, very, very athletic. And she says that she just loves to be, play and be athletic. And she also said that, well, he said that she got game because, she was in her workout equipment and all that stuff, and she said that she ready to throw some hoops, shoot some hoops, and this her. And then I want to say her name is Edwella. It's a weird name, y'all. And Edwella, and then she says she's from Spain, and she's looking to connect. And I said, okay, girl. All right, girl. And Ariella, she found out her ex cheated on her. So that's why she's there. And then Felicia, she likes Tyson Beckford. And she said, oof, I need Tyson Beckford. I'm like, girl, you and me, you and everyone in America. And then Kat, she said that she likes Tyson Beckford too. And, he a little So the whole thing is she's gonna be a little bit slow for his taste. So, hey. And then Sarah, she's 37. And then Brianna, she's 41, and she has, she said she has a lot of confidence in herself. And then Carlos, he said that he wanted to go on a date with Edwilla. And then Tyson, he wants to go on a date with Stephanie. And then Thaddeus, he going on a date with Ariel. And I said, oh, how sweet. And then the men can take the new queens, and then they can take the old queens as well. I'm like, oh, Lord. Y'all trying to be messy already like this? I'm like, don't do that. And then Thaddeus and Dr. Shanita and Ariel, they all fighting for Thaddeus' attention. So, that's what happens. Fighting for his attention. I see, girl. I don't blame you. Because when I used to watch Thaddeus on the wrestling, I used to be like, I like him. I sure did used to say that. And then I just was like, oh my God, y'all gonna get the men. Y'all gonna get the men, because what y'all don't know, they want y'all just as much as y'all want them. So with that being said, somebody had got out of line too. So we're going to go ahead and get back to the rest of these good old notes that I took on my good old computer. So Thaddeus Tyson, he tells Lily and Brookel that he wants to get to know. He told both of them he just want to get to know every single lady. And I'm like, well, hold on now, Tyson. I get it. I get a Mr. Model. And then he switches to Sarah. And he asked her to go on a date. He asked to go on a date with her. I said, Tyson, I see how you is. I see how you is. I see how you is. How you gonna be. How you is. How you be on this dating show. Tyson, I see how you moving. It's a dating show. Get your woman. Cause I mean, that's the goal, to get your man, get your woman, whichever one you feel connected to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no shame in that. And then Thaddeus and Lexi, they talking, and he dismisses her to talk to Carlos, because the whole thing is Lexi, she's sitting down and she's talking to every single person about her issue that she has with Carlos, besides him. And I'm like, that's a little messy, Lexi, because you have to always talk to the person that you're having the issue with, regardless. That's just how the world works. That's how life works. And then he told her that she gonna need to go ahead and talk to Carlos about that. Pretty much, he don't want to hear that shit. I'm like, And then Carlos and Lexi, they talk. And she does not like him talking to all the ladies, especially not her. So when he ain't talking to her, then she got a problem, and she don't want him to talk to nobody else. That's a little jealous. That's a little jealousy. And then that's what I'm saying. Then when I said we not gonna do Huda from Love Island, USA, because that's exactly who you reminded me of, baby girl. You don't want to be reminded of her. You don't want to be reminded of her. Okay. And she says that she said he has isolated himself from her. And then he says that his strong connection is with Janae. Point blank. Either you're going to take it or you're not going to take it. You're going to either take it or you're not going to take it, Lexi. Girl, calm down. Please now. Just calm down. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. I promise you it's not. And then she says that he says that she is kind, and that she says that she is kind of closed off right now. And he said he gonna go ahead and mingle and talk to the other ladies. And I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and dismiss her, because we ain't finna do all that. And then Thaddeus, he works his way over to Miss Lillian. And he asked her on a date for the next day. I said, oh, how cute. I like Lillian. I honestly like all the people. And then Tyson, like I said, like I thought, Tyson said he want that date with Felicia. And of course, Mikhail, she upset. Mikhail is upset. And that's just a whole shaking my head because I'm like, baby, what? How old are we? Are we a kid? Are we children or are we not children? And that is, he finally has a conversation with Dr. Shanetta. And she says that she does not like the microaggressions. That she says that perception is a mother. Like really, like it really is the perception and the microaggressions and all this stuff. As a African American woman, I understood everything that she was saying. And it is like that. It is like that. And I do appreciate the fact that he understood. And he says that he did not mean to hurt her. And he said from the bottom of his heart, he really does apologize. And he said that he definitely understands and he definitely didn't want to make her feel like that. I said, okay, Thaddeus, I like you. I knew I liked you. You're a good wrestler too. And it's time for the new ladies. They're gonna arrive at the house. And Brookelle, first thing she says mesh pants on in the morning. Really? The OG ladies feel some kind of way. And Lexi says Lexi tells Brookelle that Carlos past is not pretty. I'm like, girl, I think we all know that. If you've been watching the NBA like I've been watching NBA, I already know. I know his history. I'm not trying to date him though. And then Thaddeus takes 3 ladies to jet ski. And he has one-on-one time with Ariel, I think it's Ariel. I'm just giving her a name. It's Ariel. And she tells him that she has a 5-year-old son named Parker, and he has autism. And she says that her son does not, get what he needs, in the school system. Because, everybody in the school system, all schools don't know how to handle, children with autism. And I definitely understand that. And I do know that it's a special, type of, schooling that has to happen when you do have children like that. And I definitely understand. And it's definitely not her fault. That's just the way the school systems and all that stuff is set up, which I don't like. And then he tells her that kids are a blessing. And he says that Lexi turned him off. Lexi turned him off. Okay? He say Lexi turned him off. She doing too much. She doing too much in the streets. I'm like, Lexi, girl, we finna throw you over here. We finna get you on over here. Okay? Because that's trash behavior that you displaying on this show. And I'm like, you gonna run every man off. She a pretty girl, beautiful girl. But she gonna always run every man off. Okay? And then Carlos, he takes Brianna, Janae, and Edoris. And Tyson takes Sarah and 2 other ladies to shoot darts. And he took Sarah on a date, and he asked her why is she not married, and then he says that he has not dated someone in 9 years. And Sarah asks how he feels about the OG girls. He says jealousy is a big thing. And he stays away from stuff like that. And that's how you have to do. You have to keep that out of your spirit. You just don't want nothing like that in your spirit, or nobody jealous or nothing like that in your space. Which I understood. I understood everything that he was saying, because that's real life. You just don't want people that's like that in your space, like for real. And Carlos has a conversation with Lexi about what she has been saying to the other ladies, just being messy. And Carlos tells Janae that he was married by the time he was 20 in the NBA. And he said when he first went to the NBA, he started to cheat. And then she says that Lexi was trying to tear him down. And he says that, Lexi was trying to tear him down. And I said she was trying to tear him down too, because everybody should know that. I mean, girl, it's public. It's public information. And, he didn't want to have no more conversations with that. And then what he said is he says that Lexi was trying to tear him down. And he says that shows immaturity. And she says that she appreciates him for telling her. And he's talking to Janae about this. And he had that conversation with Janae. And he said he just appreciates, how he can talk to her on a grown woman level. And she not going to judge him. And I understood. I like Lexi. I like Janae. And it's a lot of ladies in there. I like all the ladies. The ladies that's not immature. Like Lexi. Okay? And Lexi, Liliana, and Kat, and Markel. They all are up for elimination. And Kat says that she likes all the guys, and she is romantically attracted to Tyson, though. Because Tyson started looking like, I'm like, you better say the right thing, girl. You better say the right thing. I ain't playing with you now. But, and then, Carlos, he just basically tells Lexi that he wants to talk to her first, and says that her connection, his connection with Janae is so much stronger. Does not feel that, she said it does not feel like she has enough space to connect with him at all. He tells her that he was going, she was going to dig up all the kings, dig up dirt on all the kings. And he said that that's just pretty much childish behavior, and that's just toxic behavior, because it is toxic. And then he said that she had the opportunity to speak with him, and she went around him, and that was toxic. And he said the connection with him and her is just null and void. And he just said, bye, girl. And then Tyson tells the guys that Brielle said that she is not trying to chase a man. Men are pretty much supposed to be chasing her. And she stated that she is going home. Self-eliminated herself. And then, Lexi, she got mad, took off and said she just gonna go home. She said, because I connect with men that look much better than these men that's here. I'm like, girl, shut up and go home. So she self-eliminated herself, and Lexi did too. I said, y'all just, I don't know. I ain't see nothing that was wrong, and then all the men was like, and I'm like, they probably was gonna send Lexi, Carlos was gonna make sure that you wasn't gonna be in the house no more, because the behavior that you displaying and all that. I'm like, girl, get it together. And that was the King's Court, and that was episode 2. And this is a good little show. I love watching this show. I love elimination shows. So, good night, y'all. This is my video for the night. And as soon as I get up in the morning, then I'm going to go ahead and do Housewives of Atlanta with y'all early. So, be looking out for that, because this was my last video, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this. Good night, y'all. Good night, Facebook family. No, Facebook family. Whew, why am I saying Facebook family? YouTube family. Good night, y'all. Bye. Have a good, blessed night, okay? Bye. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.